Hello everybody, welcome back to the Experience Farm. It is the beginning of summer, so we of course need to, it usually takes the entire day to get prepared for that, so that's probably what I'm going to spend the whole day doing. And radioactive ore, that's such a crazy drop. Of course, it's probably going to be star fruit. Yeah, I gotta get all this set up. Unless I can think of anything else that I need in bulk. And I couldn't really imagine what that would be. Actually, you know what? I do want to set up melons so that I can try and get all of the giant crops just kind of in a row here. I think that would be really cool. Oh, we do have our dried red baneberries, which I believe we put in there to fill up the collection log for it. Yeah, we still haven't done that. So go ahead and put those in. Next, I need to put in 5 of any mushroom. Well, any mushroom except for red mushrooms. Where are the mushrooms at? That'll work. So that we can get dried mushrooms. That's gonna take about a day. Should be done tomorrow morning. I guess to check and see if I need anything in bulk, I can look at our, oh, these don't really show the recipes very easily. I'll have to look in the collection log. Gosh, there's still some recipes I don't have. Those must be from friendship, I would imagine. I need a prismatic shard for this thing. It gives +3 luck. It's kind of like it looks like a weaker rock candy, but you know, you can make as many of them as you want. Nectarine, I've never seen that in my life. Okay, so I'm looking at all of these, and generally, crops aren't the things we're missing. It's a lot of like weird stuff. I did notice an item, cooking chocolate, and I know I've mentioned that before. I have absolutely no clue where to get that. Okay, so I did come here even though I'm going to get star fruit. And it's because I've forgotten many times to actually buy, oh, nectarines are a fruit tree. Okay, I'll grab that while I'm here, because I don't think I've ever seen that item before. Persimmon saplings as well. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the peach. Persimmons, I think I've donated, but I definitely need more for cooking. I think that should be it. Pear, maybe. There's always a chance that I've already bought the pear, but if I have, oh well. Oh, cutscene. This is new. Leo and Linus over there. They're burning a flower pot, and I know that's not intended. Oh, this is just Leo having a good time everywhere. Gotcha. Is this a vanilla cutscene? You know, sometimes I just don't know. I skip them all nowadays, so who would know? No, I think this is expanded. Leo watching from the bushes, very normal. Brother. His hair always reminds me of Chrono from Chrono Trigger. By the way, just a thought I always have, but I don't think I've ever vocalized it. Huh, that was a great day. Wow. You know, I still miss my family back on the island. But mostly I feel happy about the memories, not sad. And I really feel like I belong here. Yeah, it's a bird, brother. It's a beautiful world, friends. And I'm glad to be part of it. I was about to say, I was gonna jokingly say, and I'm living in it. Oh, cute Phantom Jas. Okay, I did actually come up here because involving the new mod we have today, I got, oh gosh, I need to look up the name of it. I got Plant Lovers Furniture made by Heimtarts, and I need to buy the thing for it here. Furniture catalog, I think it's a special, yeah, okay, Plant Lovers Furniture catalog. A hefty 31,000 price tag, but I'm willing to pay it. Normally, when I look at like new mods to add for the videos, I kind of glaze over just absolute tons of like just decoration mods. And I figure this is the one mod that I want to have just tons of decorations everywhere, like genuinely have themed rooms like we are doing with the museum. And I think I'm going to use this to decorate up here. And I know there's just already tons of plants and stuff, but there's a lot more we can do, I think. And also, like, you can customize the items. So I was able to customize them to best fit with the earthy recolor mod, which is really cool, by the way. Anyway, I'm gonna, ooh, wait, the rhubarb's not ready. Weird. I'm not gonna do it today because I have planting to do. Also, one other plan I do wanna kind of complete this as a desire path. So I'll probably not today do that, but at some point. People were like mentioning like if it's truly a desire path, then it would make more sense to put like gravel or stepping stones. And I think that makes more sense and will also look nicer. So I'm gonna do that. All right, just gonna close up the holes here. Look at that, already we're getting taken over by the weeds. Doesn't take long, does it? As for the saplings, I wanna plant them in here just because we have so much more space in here. Gotta put them 3 spaces away from each other just to keep it even. I'm going to put these over here until we eventually put more up top or something, just to keep things clean. I could use that to decorate in here as well, actually. I might do that. Yo, the monster mushrooms are ready to harvest. Okay, I actually want to kind of calculate this. Okay, they each give 1. 934. Do we remember how long that took to grow? Do I have the seeds in here? I don't have the seeds in here. That seems like money, right? I don't know. The issue with the ones that don't continuously grow, this was brought up by a commenter, I'd have to actually forage all of the seeds continuously from monsters if I wanted to use those monster seeds monetarily. So that's one concern, I suppose. All right, we're headed to the desert. Oh, again? Dang, it is a bronze trash can, so maybe it has a higher chance of giving me the good. Who's to say? All right, yeah, clearly we gotta go for the starfruit seeds. I believe 250 fills up the entire place. Before I forget real quickly here, let me go ahead and grab, where's me melons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that I can make a giant crop out of them. All right, y'all know what time it is. And you know what, even though I was making fun of this option before, I'm gonna go to Better Junimos and I'm going to uncheck, or I'm gonna check rather, avoid harvesting giant crops so that the melons will remain untouched. All right, now we seed it, and I've already messed up. Now we seed it, and now I suppose we water it too because the Junimos are just watching us from a safe distance away. There we go. Like I said, it's an all-day project, so we'll be able to actually do some other stuff. Oh, I have to put the flour in too. I'll check real quick to see if I have a flour on me right now. And if not, we'll have to move on. I have sunflower seeds. Yeah, I'll just do sunflower seeds. There. 8 days. Fun fact, I guess, it's not gonna matter. Actually, do better bee houses maybe change this? So honey, what type honey is decided when you pull it out, not when it's made. So say there's no flower there right now, it's gonna be wild honey, even though when it started, it was blue jazz honey. And like I said, better bee houses might fix that because it's a little bit jank the way that works, but we'll see. All right, now, today, I'm gonna warn you ahead of time, I'm doing a little decorating. Today's gonna be slight decorating day. Oh, I'm gonna clear this out first though. Now, did I consider that everything was going to automatically refill? No, I didn't. Oh well. That works just as fine, I suppose. Alrighty. Energy tonic. Iron bar. More radioactive ore. 2 in a row. 7 tuna? Dog. There's no way. I did get this dwarf gadget that I can go ahead and put over, I guess here. That spot works. Almost full up. Do I have more tuna bait? I don't have more tuna bait, do I? Dude, that was so hard to get. That was so hard. I might just wait for it to come into like a shop, right? Oh, I have a bunch of smoked fish to sell that I've forgotten about. That's the fun thing about Automate. You just have tons of resources that you're never going to remember you have. Ancient fruit is ready to harvest. As well as a couple more salal berries. I actually need those for cooking recipes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them up here. Womp, womp. Put the pineapple in too. Who cares? Can I like, you can stack to nearby chests for the fridges. Interesting, I never thought of that utility. Oh, we have a mission for sunfish as well. 2 Lunaloot, y'all gotta stop asking for other fish. That's gonna be so hard to get. Yeah, because we don't have any, I just cooked my last Lunaloot, dude. Oh, you couldn't have asked for anything worse, I think. Oh yeah, and before I forget, go ahead and craft a chest. So I know I had to figure this out when I initially set up our other coop, but that was so long ago that I just didn't remember. You just gotta connect a chest, because then it's like, the chest can filter into that, but the auto grabber can't. So that'll just be going. Got our goose mayonnaise. I actually did forget about this, so good thing I came in here to check. And I'll go ahead and add the other mayo machine. So they're both going. That'll make us a little bit of money. And ship the goose mayonnaise. Just because I'm curious. I wasn't going to really focus on it today. But like, is there anything else? That's a void carrot, I now know. Amongst all the other void items. We could probably get raisins since it's summer now. Can get some free grapes off the ground. These 2 we have growing. That's a weird one. That one right there. Is that a legendary? Hold on, I'm just gonna F1, look it up. Golden goose egg? I don't even know how you would get that. You need it for full shipment, so it's not like the regular gold egg that you get for getting perfection. So for the desire path, I am going to be using these stepping stones here. Should look like a much more natural path that just kind of leads down here. Because the thing is, I'm gonna be taking this path a lot, as opposed to going all the way around. So I do want it to be free of debris. I just also want it to look cool and pretty. So that works. That's cute and pretty. I might add some more decorations out here. Like I said, the hedge. The hedge might be an option. You know what? I'm gonna try that out right now before we start decorating the inside. Okay, I can make 512. That should be enough. I'll get 125. All right, let's get to work. That looks weird. Hold on, I might just immediately be like a little icked out at it. You know, I just don't know if hedges are the vibe. Oops. It's just the fact that you can see the tiling on it, you know what I mean? I was kind of hoping it would be a little more seamless and kind of a little less tall, but, well, we might have to go for something a lot more complicated there with like customized decorations, maybe. As for this room, the ingredients room, oh, I kind of want to play around with every single one of these. I have a question. Can I put things on the wall here? No. Okay. Does not count as walls. So wall decorations not gonna happen in here. The comfy couch though. Oh yes. Oh yes. And I can, oh yes. Oh my gosh, I hate to say it. Almost everything here is like wall decorations, which makes me think I'm also going to dedicate a room of my house to this. But for now, let's see what we can do here. You know, I almost wonder if there's an option to like clear out the decorations in here so I can decorate it myself. Remove objects from Grandpa's shed. That's crazy. I'm gonna be full honest, I was not expecting for that to be an option. Now this is, that's the Mastery Cave. Is this in the same map as the Mastery Cave for some reason? Let's exit and re-enter and maybe that'll be fixed. Okay, yep, that did it. Okay, beautiful. We can decorate this however we want. So now I'm gonna go crazy. I fear I've cooked. I used a couple of the hedges we made to kind of fill in some of the blanks. And unfortunately, there's not a ton of like sideways decorations. So I was kind of like pressed for items to put there, but there is like these cute like benches that I can go around. I'm thinking I'll maybe like remove, oh, that's all one item. Move an item here or there just to make it look a little slightly less cluttered. Yeah, that should do it. But like, I think this matches the vibe of the game a little more than the automatic, just kind of constant plant pots. And then also there's like places to sit. Oh, there's places to sit and there's also like beds and stuff. So there's so many options to go with after this. Yo, give me those cucumbers. That's a lot of cucumbers. Oh my God. I did not know they made multiple. Anyway, yeah, that again, it takes up the whole day. So I did warn you at the beginning. Today's the decoration day. Still not quite sure what to do out here. Oh, you know what? I should add a couple of firefly torches. I know I've got plenty, just 700 or so. I should only need a couple. I'm not trying to make every place like so incredibly bright, but you know, just enough to see. There's like a lot of stuff over here blocking where I can put them. I'm keeping them at least one block away from the path just because that, I don't know, that makes sense to me. And you know what? Let's get like back a bit. Might pass out from decorating. Put them right there. Just a little fun with it. That is another successful day. Ooh, we made some money. Ooh, yeah, just putting all that stuff away. The goose mayonnaise goes for a lot of money. 980? Okay, I believe today is back to business. Still have not been getting nearly as many of those level ups for those skills as I've wanted. I wish I could get level up bars for like those skills specifically. Oh, also, I did forget to put away some of the, yeah, some of those items. I think I really want to go in on this cooking list. There's a lot of items that we just simply do not have anywhere, and I know I'm gonna have to go for them. I'm gonna have to do a lot of fishing, first of all, to get a lot of these fish that I just kind of didn't save. And you know what? While we do that, I suppose I can hunt for both the tuna and the Lunaloos. So I guess today will be a rare fishing day, and maybe I'll go with the challenge bait just to catch a bunch of fish at once, you know? I can definitely craft as much as I want because it's just bone fragments and moss, both of which are very common. And then for a safety setup, I'm gonna do, I guess, probably the cork bobber. The trap bobber theoretically won't really work because the fish are still going to be leaving the bar if it gets its use. So I think the best option here is just to kind of double cork it, right? Before we head out, just a quick check. Yeah, they're watering. Again, they're kind of missing these three here. I don't know what's up with that. There must be something weird. I'm not sure. Well, if we want Lunaloos and tunas, there's one place to do it. Lunaloos we can't get back on the regular beach. I could get tunas there and it'd probably be a much higher chance, but I'm kind of knocking out two birds with one stone here. There's also, just to show you some of the fish that we do need, there's like rainbow trout, There's shrimp. There's a lot of crab pot fish that I can get at any time. Largemouth bass, sea cucumber, which we can get here right now. There's just tons. And even like new fish, because we need butterfish for this. And I'm kind of surprised I didn't save any. I got to get all of the flowers from the summit. Any fish, there's plenty of those. Yeah, so just kind of like getting a good selection of fish, checking which ones I need for cooking, and putting them away will, that'll do us good. I suppose this is the first time using the already we're throwing it away. First time using the challenge bait. If you didn't know, you catch 3 fish by default, and then every time that they leave your catch meter, that bar goes down, and you catch 1 less fish. And then if the fish leaves 3 times, 1, 2, 3, you lose the catch. So it's a little bit of risk and reward. This is also obviously gonna be good for money making, which is kind of why I'm doing it as well. Make it worth our while. And that's another reason. 3 tuna, boom, 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 all in one go, all iridium as well. Yeah, I'm gonna briefly, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna keep on fishing. Maybe I'll catch all the tuna I need naturally. Okay, I'm getting a lot of fish. Lionfish, more than anything. Lionfish and seahorses seem to kind of be the 2 most common things. Although I'm realizing now, I kind of just need fish from all over, and Lunaloos, I don't think, start spawning until much later in the day. So maybe I'll come back late at night to try and get them, along with the rest of the tuna we need. And for now, I'll go fish in maybe the mountains, because I need so many things there, and in the river. I'll just fish everywhere. Okay, yeah, it is rainbow trout season, so I probably should go for some since we do need it. Well, that was easy. On to the lake. Oh, I was gonna say, since I'm up here, Leo, I'll give him a gift, but he's actually hanging out at the library, presumably with the other kids. Now, does that start happening after we see that last cutscene? I'm not actually sure. Okay, largemouth bass, I needed those. And now I think I'm hunting for sturgeon. I need those for caviar. And I think carp. Well, there's the carp. So you wanna know what I've realized? When you're standing sideways and you catch 3 fish, oh, it's not gonna be satisfying. Oh no. They like collect in your hands a lot slower than if you're fishing vertically. So watch, I'm gonna catch a set of fish here. Watch how slowly they stack up in my hands. Here it is. Chit, chit, chit. And then watch this. Okay, maybe don't watch that. Here we go. Ba-ba-ba, just like that. It's such, I know, it's a stupid difference, but it's just so much more satisfying when it goes fast like that. Just to clear up my inventory, I'm going to distribute the fish into the fridge, where they will stay forever until they are eaten. I guess for now I'll put 1 of the tuna in there. Everything else can get cooked, except for the tuna. You know what? There. It's in there for good. All right, on to another area I need to fish at. Actually, you know what? Should be time for the Lunaloos to come out, so I think I'm just gonna go to Ginger Island now. So apparently, the story behind the piece of wood is it's an imported piece of wood from some fancy place. And apparently someone here mentions that. Maybe it's the shopkeeper on certain days, but I do want to try and find the dialogue for it. No one mentioned the fancy wood. I'm gonna have to come back at some point. I do see the Lunaloos in the water. Ironically, I think tuna aren't in the water now, so I guess it's either one or the other I get to go for. That's not ironically. I didn't use that correctly. I'm sorry. Yeah, challenge bait isn't working well for a lot of the fish out here at night, it would appear. Maybe I need to get like a fishing buff to bring here as well. But I think Lunaloos, if I remember right, aren't like crazy, right? Well, the babies aren't, that's for sure. Hey, there's 2. I think I just needed 2. I hope. There's not really an easy way for me to check and still be here, so guess I'll just go home real quick. Let's check that. Nope, up there. If it needs more, I'll make a bait out of one of them. Nope, 2. That's why we use the challenge bait. And that's it for today. Okay, what's up, Olivia? Would a different wallpaper look better in our living room? Probably. I'll get to work on that eventually, don't you worry about it. I kept the ocean fish in my inventory, so I could just walk down here now and just put them in. And I think I'm just gonna straight up go get our trout so that we can clean that up real quick. I also probably should do like a gift giving day some point today. Now, oh, void salmon. Oh, that's a fish I don't have to go fishing for. I probably should have checked my fishing chest, but you do need void salmon for some of the recipes, so there you have it. Let's see, is there anything else I needed here? I need clams. Everything else can get going. That should be some good money. And guess what? Our beautiful infinite source of coal, well, there's one. Well, there's one, but in the meantime, I'm gonna bring these over for cooking. Even though we've made a ton of sashimi with these 3, they are needed for their own little recipes as well, so they need to be in the fridge. Oh yeah, look at all that. I'm not gonna do it yet, although I probably should, because we are still sitting at a level 8, a sultry level 8 cooking, and that's gonna unlock more recipes. You know what? I'll do a little cooking. What have we not made? Grilled cheese, probably. Cook up a grilled cheese. Make a little fish casserole. A little escargot, chowder, carp surprise, sous chef achievement. Yeah, we're cooking. We are actually literally cooking. What else is here that's fishy? Trout soup, cray marnay, freshwater bugs slathered in a rich cream sauce. I don't know if I'd call a crayfish a bug. They're their own thing. I think we've made everything that we can so far. And so looking at our cooking list, I mean, it's not that much more impressive than it was just a few moments ago, but hey, we take it. I am just gonna probably outright sell a lot of these unless they give a fishing buff, which surprisingly very few of them do. So I'll keep the trout soup and the chowder. Everything else can go. Very first thing I wanna do, I'm gonna finish up getting the tuna. A lot of trash. How about one of them binning level ups? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Now, if I remember correctly, we should have a couple of crab pots. I almost said crap. Crab pots over here on the east side, where we can grab hopefully everything we need. Yeah, that should be everything for some more recipes. To get tuna, I don't actually have to go to Ginger Island, and I think I need octopus. Maybe not. But I'm gonna fish here regardless. Put tuna bait on the advanced iridium rod and let's get to work. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to catch it on this next one or else I'm gonna have to cook one and then catch an extra one after that. That would suck. Well, all right, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. Okay, that actually took forever. So here's the fun part. I do actually need flounder because I think they're needed for something. So I'm gonna slap on the challenge bait and continue. Okay, yeah, of course. Now I'm hooking all the tuna. There's the flounder. See, that's the joy of the challenge bait. I don't have to, even if I need multiple, I just have to hook it once and we're out of there. Okay, 3:50 p.m. Where I think I'm gonna head to next is actually to the Grampleton Bridge. It's been a hot minute since we've been over there. Also, vegan cone. Alternative made with coconut milk. Yo, that's based. Also, wow, oh my gosh. 7 minutes for a speed boost and energy boost? And isn't that the same price they sell espressos for? That's a pretty good food item. I didn't even check this, realizing that it had new items. I would like to get the recipes for those. I'm assuming there's recipes, and I actually need to empty out my inventory here. All right, tuna to the shark and flounders go into the kitchen. We need them for seafoam pudding. We also need midnight carp for that, and I don't know if that's gonna be as easy to find. And I can also put in all of the saltwater crab pot fish in there. Okay, that was progress. Yeah, there's a lot of fish over at the Grampleton Bridge. What am I doing? Y'all are getting cooked. A lot of fish over by the Grampleton Bridge that I need to catch, so that's where I'm headed next. I am at the bridge. I actually don't know if this is called the Grampleton Bridge. I just know it is a bridge. So here I need butterfish and dogfish. I need both of them. And they're actually pretty tough catches. So you know what? Probably should pop on at least a trout soup for this. Now let's get schmovin'. I might have to take off the challenge bait too, we'll see. Yeah, probably. Actually, I'm goated with the sauce. They hate to see me coming? Nope, they don't hate to see me coming. Okay, I'm gonna go get a different type of bait. I did load up with wild bait because I do enjoy fishing up multiple fish at the same time. So hopefully we'll get a couple procs of that, and we should be able to catch them now. There's the butterfish. And there's the dogfish. And just to make absolutely sure, I'm going to make sure that I only need one of each. Oh, I do already have the vegan cone recipe. Okay, didn't even notice. Yeah, it should just be one of each. So I think we're good to go as far as catching fish this season is. Actually, I didn't catch any sturgeon, but I can put that off. We need that for caviar. It's not for cooking straight up, so I'm willing to wait a little bit on that. Should have a couple of more recipes to cook. Lobster bisque, that's a new one. Tomka soup with the shrimp, and that's it. Because everything else I think needed several other ingredients, so we're not quite there yet. Okay, I'm gonna cook a couple of other things just to maybe see if I can squeeze out a cooking level up right now. Oh, baked lobster, I didn't even see that. I can make a kebab now because I made a tortilla. Okay, maybe I need to make a couple more tortillas. All right, I just made a bunch of recipes that we had like an overabundance of ingredients for. And I think we're safe to, I'm gonna put the fried egg away, but I think we're safe to pretty much toss all of the rest of them out just for a little bit of money. And that'll do it. I did get it. Oh my goodness, look at all the recipes. 5 of them for level 9. What could level 10 possibly give us? What could our choices of skills be? Okie dokie. I think I gotta check them. Where do we think they would be? Ocean platter requires a whole baked fish and baked lobster. Oh no, I just baked a lobster and threw it away. Luckily, we're just swimming in ingredients. A roe roll. So we need a roe for that, and then the usual seaweed and rice. Mushroom pilaf, we need a chanterelle. Oh gosh, these are so complicated. Oh, whoa, who just sent that? Who just sent that? What? Was that a special letter? I was just going through them just to grab all the stuff. No, that wasn't a special letter. It was just was that from the Junimo? Was that from Apples? Oh, bream. I need bream. And I got the recipe for super seasoning. That must be for getting the sous chef achievement, right? Because we got the simple seasoning for the other one. Just garlic and ginger. Okay, I can probably find that real quick. Anyway, put the bream away. Now I need to find my garlic and ginger. There's a garlic. It would appear I don't have any ginger. Ooh, you know what? Grab the roe real quick. And I'll just toss it right in now that I know I need it. I'm just being efficient. Grapes. I need to, I actually need to find 5 grapes out there in the wild. So I think I might do a quick little foraging day. I think I might also be a little low on wood or something too. So yeah, I need to do that first and foremost. Today's also going to be a gifting day. And I believe the bear just came out of Marnie's house. Hey there, Chungus. Is that me? I'm Chungus. Just had a chat with the nice lady in there. My friends are ready to help out on your farm, but only if you got one of those new fancy premium barns. Huh? A bear could rest up nice. A bear? What do you mean? Well, this maple syrup won't sleep itself off. Have a nice one. You know, that's something I haven't thought about this episode yet. How close are we to getting the premium bar done as far as fur wax goes? I'll have a check on that once I do my rounds. Do we take the Olivia portrait? It's 30,000. That's also not yellow, first of all. I guess I'll do it. It's about time. Grab the Olivia portrait. This is where I find out that they actually sell multiple, and that's the third one I've bought. Oh, hello, Morgan. I did a pretty good round here. Just give Morgan a loved gift real quick. Did my round, didn't find enough grapes, and that's because the dehydrator specifically has an issue. This has been solved in many other parts of the game, but I have 3 different qualities of grape, and the dehydrator specifically requires 5 of the same kind, and that's a problem that's been solved in like the community center and several other places. So it's kind of lame-o that it doesn't work for the dehydrator, but oh well, I'll probably find the grapes at some point. In the meantime, let's check on our fur wax because theirs sounds wild, first of all. Just 4. Wow, that's rough. How do I have so much birch water? Yet the fur wax is like crawling along. Oh, here's some grapes. Okay, we still don't have 5. That's wild. That's actually crazy. One thing I actually realized, we have a couple of new recipes that require truffles, and I've kind of just been like tossing them whenever I find them, just selling them outright because, you know, they sell for a good amount of money. But I suppose for these truffles specifically, I'll go ahead and put those in the fridge. Truffle. Something else I needed to put in here. Oh yeah, egg, baked lobster. I don't want to forget that. Mayonnaise, probably needed for something. Good stuff. Let's go ahead. What's gonna be the Olivia room? I guess it could be our baubles room. That I still wanna deck out the baubles. And don't worry, I'm just kind of like, once we get closer to end game here, that's when I'll start like putting things into baubles. No, when I know I won't need the resources and instead can kind of like put them in there. You know what I've wanted to be doing? It's 4:10 p.m. Kind of want to give gifts out today, but maybe I can do this really quick. I want to take this supernatural goo to the witch's swamp. Oh, while I'm here, Leo, you can have our 4-leaf clover. So close to 10. So close to maxed out. I need the flowers from up here. They're not out all up here yet, but I need the flowers up here for the flower cookie. So I'll just go and grab those real quick. I think I need to grab one in winter, which is so far out of the way from right now. First of all, hi Zik. I guess this is really a gift-giving trip when you think about it. There you go, bud. I can't wait for 50 more cutscenes. I don't mean to be critical. That was a lot of cutscenes. It was quite a few. Anyways, if I go back into the witch's swamp, and I completely forgot about this until, whoops, wrong way, until just like a random thought. I need to go back into the maze because in here, there was like that path. Oh, I want to see what the slime's gonna do to the crab. Nothing. I think it was just kind of like freezing it in place. I will take the truffle though, that's pretty huge. Crab, I don't need the crab. There's a path up here. And I believe there was something where I could trade 25 supernatural goo, 20, for 1 tree coin, which grows into a money tree. And I'm wondering if that's an item I need to ship. First of all, that's worth 10,000. But of course I'm going to be planting that. Oh, it works like a fruit tree. So I think the money that grows on it probably should be on the shipping log. And just to refresh my memory, prevents moss from growing, no reason I'd want to do that. Shrine of Invasion. Sometime I'll have to try that out. Shrine of Betrayal, I haven't had to use that yet. Shrine of Life, 15 sludge for 1 life elixir. Actually, you know what? That would be useful for getting our magma caps going. Which, speaking of, I kind of want to check out after this. All right, let's, I don't think there's anything else I need in here. Let's go ahead and skedaddle. So it doesn't say the bags of money sprouts in all seasons. So I'm just gonna put it, hey, I've had a peach tree this entire time. Okay, well, that solves that, I suppose. I'm gonna place it right up here with our other fruit tree grove, the abandoned fruit tree grove that I haven't paid attention to, just because I want to be able to monitor it while it's outside. Do you think it'll grow like against the wall? It let me plant it, so it should work. I guess we'll find out. Before we go to bed, just got a couple of items to throw in here. This is why I get all of the fridges. Probably the peaches too. I need to ship those though. I squish the peach. And that'll do it for Friday. Oh my God, I can craft a lucky ring? And a bone fence and a water sifter. I think I already had that, didn't I? Somehow. Ooh, okay. See those level ups. Those level ups are working. Okay. Beer, yeah, I'm not gonna skip through my letters today. Glazed pear from Morgan. Okay, well, good thing we got that pear sapling, I suppose. That's why we check those out now. Ooh, shark teeth from the shark. I think that's pretty much only good for like selling. But I mean, that's still like, that's 500 gold in one little thing. Well, seeing how I couldn't give out gifts yesterday, I guess I'm going to try and hit up all the places today. But first, I am a little curious as to how our mushrooms are doing. Oh, there's so many now. And some of these are the kind you harvest. So there must be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait, are there only 3? I don't like that my slime is like intimidating them. Well, I'm gonna harvest the magma caps. This is gonna make so much money. It's going to go crazy. Hey, this isn't a great thought, but if I kill them, I get their regular magma cap drops, right? They have like, I think they work like the carbon ghosts, where they have a 100% chance to drop an omnigeode and a 50% chance to drop another. I think that's how the magma cap enemies work when dropping magma caps. I want to get a couple more life elixirs and get them like going, actually. How much sludge do I have? I have a lot of sludge. I should be able to trade those for plenty of life elixirs without having to spend money. Well, it is 6,000 gold worth of sludge, but I'll still do it. Let's trade those sludges for some life elixirs. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. That gives us 9. I'm gonna get enough sludge to get 1 more so that we can get 2 more magma caps growing. Jar of slime. Oh, that's my jar of slime buff. Plus 25 defense for like 5 seconds. And I think it activated when I got hit, maybe? Not quite sure. All right, I've gathered the sludge. I didn't actually mean to be in here nearly as long as I was. I was gonna check those 2 purple mushrooms just to see if they were the legendary crab. So I would go out of my way to kill it. It is worth a lot of money, and maybe there's some use for its items that I didn't discover yet. And I'm a little bit lost. Okay, I found my way back. Was it worth it as opposed to paying for the life elixirs? We may never know. But hey, now we're, I think I only needed 15 actually. Whoops, I was paying as if I needed 20. All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna have a gift giving day and I'm gonna get those magma caps going. All right, all that work for a little more progress. Yeah, 5 life elixirs is crazy, but I get it because you're just gonna make so much money from a constant source of magma caps, so it's a little understandable. Also, I got the most random aquamarine ring, and I actually have no clue why. I can't help but notice, I do have this Stardrop tea. When's Morgan's birthday? Because I don't think we've come to that yet, have we? I'm probably going to use it on Morgan, because, I mean, if I look at the friendship here, I guess Zik or Morgan would be a good use. Everyone else is way too close for it to be huge, you know? All right, let's get some gifts. I find I'm having the issue at this point where like I'm really having trouble finding my items now. And I know there is this sultry little organize button, but come on, you expect me to organize? Oh my God, I just got the 5th grape. Oh my goodness, that took so much time. Oh, ostrich, oh no. Let's look at phones. All right, here's a bit of a boring one. Don't even bother looking this one up, but the Maizu 21, which I'm assuming stands for the year. I always find myself searching for funky little phones out here in the streets. And half of the time, okay, so here's one thing I've learned. China just has a completely different set of phones. Like they don't use iPhones, they don't use Galaxies. They just have different phones, just random things. And I think the Maizu is one of them. Second, I think my ideal phone would be, do you remember the mouse puck? Did I need that? I think I needed a hand axe. You remember the like puck mouse for really old Macs? I think that's the coolest thing on earth. And I want a phone that looks like that. Anyway, I'm gonna give out some gifts now. Perhaps a 10 heart bonk? 10 hearts. Krobus is done. Another one potentially finishing up. Leo, don't you go to bed. Finished Leo, that's 2 in a day. Me and Willie are going to get up extra early tomorrow to visit Ginger Island. Can't wait to tell the parrots about my adventures this week. Yeah, that's right. He goes Sunday and Monday, I believe, are the days. All right, continuing the gifts. Bonk. Apples, I know for a fact you are nowhere close to 10 hearts. Maybe Apples talk to Wizard soon? Wizard might have Starfruit. Okay. Oh, another cutscene. I just spawned. This is not an expanded cutscene. It must be Distant Lands, which I just started watching, the show that mod is based on. Well, named after, not based on. I found this strange box in front of my doorway today's morning. Do you happen to know what this is by the chance? Looks like a gift. Well, that is a literal supply crate from the beach farm, actually. Let's see what's inside then. That looks like a cooking recipe, my man. What's this to be exact? A pie? The illusion of choice. A pie. Bro's never seen one. Who and why could even gift me a pie? It's probably poisoned. No one could know I love pies. Oh, he loves pies. Unless, no, it can't be. The witch. And it's poisoned. I shall eat a piece to check its aura. My body's been tempered through decades of magical training. There's no material thing that could harm me anymore. Oh, that's wild. That's a wild thing to say. Perhaps it was a bad idea. Yep, it's poisoned. I knew it. I'm gonna take that little pie and get the recipe though. You know I'm gonna cook that bad boy. You know I'm gonna do it. There's a note under the pie. Hi sweetie, don't you ever miss me? I hope you'll love my present. It's a special recipe just for you. There's also text on the other side. Seems like the sheet was torn out of some kind of cooking journal. Yeah, baby. Wanted to treat someone with a special delight? Then this recipe's for you. All you need is freshly harvested void essence and a lot of sweet, sweet sugar. And the last but most important ingredient, the strange bun. The more stale, the better. Mix it all together very well and let it cook at 200 degrees in the, okay. Recipes! Suspicious pie. I should probably go. I wonder. Yeah, you know what? Go crazy. Go wild, why don't you? Oh, it inflicted darkness on me. That's a crazy thing to inflict. Okay, for a minute 40? Oh, +3, oh my gosh. So it puts you so close to death by eating it that you get +3 movement speed. That's actually cool. That's a really cool trade-off. Oh, there should be more actual recipes in the game like that. Krobus. Friends are visiting me tomorrow. They want me to meet you. Or they want to meet you. Drop by my home in the sewers, okay? Okay, that'll cap off our week real nicely. But in the meantime, I will hit the hay. Rog8 gave birth to a baby goat. We are filling up. Oh my goodness. Okay, phones. Oh, now this is a phone. The Unihertz Titan. Yeah, that's the full name. The Christian name. Ooh, look up that phone. That's a phone you gotta look up. Look at that bad boy. I guess I could just put it on screen. Yo, there's a little bit of a drizzle. Might have to turn down the audio for this specific episode, or for this specific day. Put the Nautilus shell in there. Okay, I don't know what my day plan is. Actually, I do know one thing I need to do. Need to put away my truffles in here. I think I forgot, and the chanterelle as well. Although I think I was going to give the chanterelle as a gift, but didn't end up going to wherever I needed to go. Can I cook anything new? Just a quick look here. The beet burger. Who up beating their burger? I can make the fish taco now since we have our tuna. Seafood sandwich. Oh, because I dug a bread out of the trash. Yeah, I forgot. I need to bring a bunch of wheat over here so that I can make a lot of the bread-based recipes. It would appear that is it for now. That's a couple of recipes though, for sure. Also, it's Scarlett's birthday. Now, maybe it's a good thing I didn't find her yesterday. Okay, okay. It's so rare that the birthday indicator comes on up there. I actually wasn't even looking for it yet. There it is. Seafood sandwich, no buffs. Beet burger, no buffs. Fish taco is +2 fishing. I'll keep that around for a rainy day, which, you know, is today. Got my 5 grapes. Go ahead and slap them in there. The rest can just go. So, the void mint leaves still have 1 day. The ancient fruit, 19. The void roots are ready. Okay. Harvest them real quick. 7. And those sell for $2.58 each on normal quality. I do need to ship one, but I'd imagine surely they're going to be used for cooking recipes. So I'm gonna put a couple of them into the fridge as well. Sell a gold quality one for the money and slap them on in. So I have goat cheese. I think normal quality goat cheese should max her out just in case. I'm going to see if I have higher quality goat cheese chilling anywhere because that is a loved item for her. Because that would really, it would be nice to really lock it down, you know? Here's the problem. I don't have any other items here that would be quality. So I think I just have to go for it. Oh, I have an ancient sword right here. Oh, well, let me get that going real quick. Oh my God, I was just scrolling through to get to the wooden display. Look at the crafting recipe for the lucky ring. I need elvish jewelry. That's gonna be, and tiger's eye? That's gonna be hard to find, and 5 rabbit's foot. Okay, I was actually just looking at the items one at a time, and I was like baffled by every single one. Bone fence, I can go ahead and do. Glass fence, I'll get that out of the way. I can do the glass path as well, actually. Get both of those out of the way. Water sifter. I think we had string it with fiber, see if it, we had a previous version of that, and I think it must have been before the 1.6 update. But yeah, we got our water sifter back. I think it got adjusted in terms of balance. Goodness, well now I don't really want to give away my rabbit's foot, since I know I'm gonna need more of them. Just to see if it gives us anything interesting though, I'll go ahead and put the water sifter down and fiber it. Now I can, of course, iridium ore? Oh, it just tells us what it's gonna find. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can, of course, just put a chest next to it and then fill it with fiber and have that going. That actually, I'll probably do that now that I think about it. Just curious. Oh, we have rabbit's feet. Okay. I didn't realize we had that many. We also have duck feathers, which I wasn't aware of. putting that in. And now we can go give out some gifts. Apples first on this beautiful rainy day. Still 8, but we'll get there. Oh, apples cutscene. I walked outside just on a hunch. And sure enough, we've got something. Oh. Go back in. Is that like a grown starfruit tree? Meep. Peaches. Meep. Oh God, they're meeping. It's like 2012 Tumblr. Apples has a wife. Not to assume the gender, because I know Apples is non-binary. Mother's starfruit tree. It is a starfruit tree, actually. Okay. Well, hold on. Where's Peaches? Apples, do you have anything to say? Apples tell Apple's friends something. Other Junimo Peaches visit Apples. Peaches' friends say Apples do good job growing starfruit friends. Use magic to grow bigger starfruit. Maybe other friends visit Apples soon? Peaches tell other friends Apples make new friends. And we pat Apples. Meep. Awesome. Now, Peaches, is that a character we actually saw back in the Junimo Woods? I don't recall. I think it is. But yeah, I don't know. It's been so long. I'll recheck the Junimo Woods just to maybe see. All right, Morgan. I fear I'm done playing around. Where are you? They're in the Junimo Woods? Hold on. What do you mean? Well, this gives me a good excuse to go to the Junimo Woods, I suppose. And they were in fact not here. Maybe they're... Wait, this isn't the Junimo Woods. Apples, Magnus, and Morgan. Is that the first Slash Guild area? I have never seen anyone there before. That's wild. I can buy the Stone of Yoba here, by the way. Which I might actually... Ooh. Yep, sorry. I know it's expensive. I'll get the helm too. I'm actually just gonna grab everything I need, apparently. 60,000's a little cheap. Okay, let's see. I guess it does make sense for them to be there. The warp is in their basement. Okay, this just gives me a completely different map, so... I don't see... I'll do a little quick search, but I feel like I might just not know where they are. They're not here. Yeah, I don't particularly know where that area is, I think. I'm a little befuddled. It could be something I'm just like easily just mistaking and just not thinking about, but man. Okay, well, the more important thing is we need to figure out where Scarlet is so that we can give her her birthday present, because that's really the important thing here. And I'm thinking Scarlet's probably at her house. Flamingo? Yeah, that's what a flamingo would say. I really hope she's here, because that was 1,000 gold. I found a lost book at this. What do you mean? I might have to actually go check that out. Oh, cutscenes. Of course, we haven't been here for a hot minute. Hey there, Sport. You looking for Scarlet? Yeah, sure. Probably. She's in the garage working on a project of hers. You can head on in there. Okay, if this is activating, she must be home. I would assume that's one of the conditions for the cutscene to activate. My slime just disappeared. So fun. That was a good little despawning animation. Yo, sup? Hey there. Didn't hear you come in. I'm working on my next cosplay outfit. Come check it out. Cosplaying, you say? I'm drilling holes into this leather jacket I previously cut out using a pattern. It's really tough stuff. So, welcome to our garage. Sorry if it's musty. My papa's kind enough to let me use his workbench. I couldn't make this costume without it. I mean, it's a garage. I didn't expect it to be. So, well, you know what? Garages in the south are like a completely different beast from garages in the north of the US, by the way. This pickup truck is like his baby. I'm gonna convince him someday to let me drive it. Already have my license and everything. I want to take a road trip where I'm in control of the destination. How old are you? Hey, can you grab the leather conditioner from the shelf behind me? That's the small bright red container. I can do that. It's like people in cities get their license late, but this is like out in the boonies, you know? Usually you have a license right at 16. Usually, I guess. Okay, you have to carefully apply the conditioner like this. That's finally done. Now we just need to let this dry. Thanks a bunch for keeping me company. You've got it. Now, how about she is not, in fact, in the garage. Leather jacket Scarlet's working on. Hey, Scarlet. She must be nearby. Oh, she's right there. Goodness, I didn't see her at all. Okay, so a gold gift should do it. 8. Boom, we did it. 8 hearts. Gosh, it's already 6 p.m. and I gave out like 1 gift. I got a bunch of items that I need to kind of sort through at the farm, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna walk. Okay, so I don't want to get rid of the glass path and fence because they are so, like, when am I gonna make that again, you know? I'll keep the bone fragment fence as well. How does that look like out in the world? Okay, pretty bad. That's vertical. I mean, it's yunky, but it's supposed to be yunky, you know? Kind of want to see it like horizontal. Okay, that's actually pretty sick. Actually, hold on. Wouldn't that be cool to surround like the slime pen? Maybe that's a future project. Okay, I have this elvish jewelry, which is one of the items needed for the lucky ring, and now I just need tiger's eye, which I don't have. Dang, I had just remembered that I had this chest full of geode crushed things. So I thought it would have been really cool if it was just sitting there, you know, but it wasn't. All right, just get those crushing and hopefully we'll find tiger's eye at some point. I think I have some omni geodes too. Yeah, I got 2 of them. I think what I do want to do, yeah, I'm gonna make a couple of water sifters. I'm gonna grab any fiber we may have. I'm sure we have plenty. Or do we? That's actually not a ton. I'll grab like 300, half the stack. There. So, such a good sound. Cool. Automatic water sifters. That'll be neat. Not something you get to do every day. Well, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and good night.